It is way early in the morning, so no one's probably going to watch this. But I've actually been dying to get into this game. I really enjoyed playing it last night. I desperately hope that it keeps it up. Like, I ended up playing this game for way longer than I had intended to last night. Because I was having such a good old time with it. Let's have you.
I'm quite busy right now, Doctor.
Personal question. Oh.
Thank you for your time.
Trying to want to exhaust all possible like hint dialogue. I don't ever has anything.
If you could point me at
Second floor.
Doesn't have any. I can't even mesmerize her or talk about to her about her health. Blah, blah.
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening.
Personal. Required.
Goodbye.
Find. Finish the letter. My dear children. Tolerate these papers on the paper. Where do go? Doctor just fix his arm. Blah, blah, blah. Is that a hint? That's a hint. Oh, Harvey.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
No. Tell me about your personal life.
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick.
Sweet girl. Reads me like a book. I never could keep
Oh. Steal a bunch of drugs.
But in circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I talk to you about anything
Good
else?
evening.
No. No? No.
Goodbye.
What about you?
Good evening, Mr.
I'm okay.
How painful.
So painful, I'd rather not.
I'm sure you...
Not really.
I see.
Yes, mate.
How...
So painful.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
down my boy.
He doesn't have anything to say. Yet. You.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're
I've
going
never
to be
met you
working-
before. Okay.
Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Flattery is useless. I'll be glad to help you.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories at first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Hey, we found another side quest. Seated. Both related to this, okay.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Ooh.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye.
Let's talk to you again.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick, unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Know who else needs to eat? Me! Oh, actually, I could absolutely eat this guy. I have all the hints out. Cox. Mortimer Goswick. For fatigue, I don't even know what that is. Have not met these guys yet. Fucked up getting all of his hints. We might eat Thomas.
Goodbye for now.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me,
go upstairs to my work desk and see if I can make cures for fatigue, or if I have, or at least find out what the means to do so is. Need quinine. Yeah. You have a quest to go to a pharmacy. Should double check what Milton sells. He might actually have quinine in his shop. You got any quinine, Milton?
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save.
Why am I so much taller than you now?
I'd like...
Wise choice.
You do not have quinine. You're strictly weapons.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
Why am I so much taller than him today? What happened?
Good.
Let's go to the pharmacy and see if what I'm looking for is sold there.
It's locked.
Of course it is. Ooh. Ooh, will I even be able to get over there? Might be blocked off. What if I go this way? Appears to be. Hello. You boys see anything suspicious? No? Okay. Quarantine. Rats! Rats! And huh. Well, you motherfuckers are in my way.
Lively! It's onto us! Die, vermin!
Ho! I got both of them. Looks like a zombie down there. We might as well go say hello. You good, bro? No? Lead. Ooh. Clay, you say?
Is an impressive knife.
New investigation. Back his knife.
There's a name engraved on the metal. Clay. What kind of man puts his name on a knife?
Shillings. Ring. Rings increase. And that brings us back to the docks. Hello, Frank. How are you, my old friend? It was good to see you last week. Next time, let me get the rounds. I hope everything is okay on your side of town. Here in your old neighborhood, the situation is getting worse. Clay is getting more violent every day and is only thinking about expansion. Even when it seems players around trying to dispute territory, the wet boot boys are in a bad spot, I'm afraid. Blah 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 blah. Avoid good beating, etc. etc. Below we're sure blah 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 blah. Something about Clay. Booth Digby, new person. The docks. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, hello.
Busy here?
We just learned about you.
That's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Ooh, he's a level 4.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Goodbye.
Oh. Fancy coincidence bumping into him.
Keeping things straight, these parts will be running completely amok.
And we just learned about you, too.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, miss.
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Cool.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards.
The
what they
Forbidden
owe.
Zone. Gold digger. Personal question.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs.
Oh!
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I sense a soft heart. I'm not that easily shocked. I think you manipulated him.
I'm not that easily shocked, Miss Cox. You can speak freely
Haha!
if you so wish.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Ho ho!
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard. He didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
What do you got?
As long as you have...
You are also a weapon upgrade, dude. Ah! Oh, Booth. I have more things to ask you.
You again. What do you want?
I'm much taller than you now.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Someone will kill you. Ooh.
Are you so heartless that you could pull the trigger and kill someone without even blinking?
Have you looked around recently? Do you really think one more body will make a difference?
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
Nothing.
Goodbye.
Loot down this way now. Strayed from the path here. Let's get back to doing what I was intending to do. Now, let's deal with these guys. Oh! He's level 16. Where'd he go? Damn it! Where am I? Well, that was exciting. If I was playing on, like, a hard difficulty, that would have killed me. Opiums.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Anything else? You got anything for me? Whoa! Once again, in areas I should not be in. Try to find our way back to the hospital, shall we? The shrieks of the dam in the distance. All right, boys.
Look like it's on to us.
Back into the hospital. Where is this dude? Is you?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
No.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Cool.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
Sure.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
Goodbye. I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Oh. What? Okay. Nothing. Got it. Oop. Let's bring Clay back his knife. Wherever the hell he is. Clay.
It's locked, all right.
Where are you, Clay? I quite literally have a knife with your name on it.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Here. That's outside. Milton, you seen Clay anywhere? Is he still down there? I thought for sure they would have dragged his body up. He is straight up still down here, huh?
Whoa, I feel giddy. What happened? Did I black out? Whoa, I feel...
Okay, so he's locked in here for a while then. I guess I have to progress in the main story for him to move. Alright. Let's finish her quest then. Hello.
Holcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding?
I've never met you before.
I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these...
They arise every couple of
We
hours.
keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very...
It's the weirdest thing. They just keep getting up and eating people.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago.
Oh.
You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved.
Oh, boy.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No, I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality
Oh.
as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed, I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Let's trade.
Sure.
Of course.
What do you sell? Matic formula, opium. He sells opium. Pretty sure I need that, but let's get that. Oh, oh, oh. Close that. Let us craft something else now. Shh.
I cannot enter.
Damn it. Rakesh, you got the key to get in there? Like to have it. I will happily loot you. I see auras up there, so I assume that's where I'm supposed to be going for this quest.
It's a leech! Kill it!
I'm all back of junk. That like vendor trash? Cycled. Sell that stuff to Rashish or whatever his name was. Oh my. So they do in fact believe her to be a real honest-to-God vampire. I'm sure Thelma will be flattered. What was I doing for the... Alright. Potassium. Magnate. Nothing exciting. Hey, Rakesh. I got junk to sell ya.
Good evening.
Please show.
Of course.
That's all, huh? Is it even worth it then? Sell all the blues. Recycle everything else. Oh. Whitechapel, you say? Interesting. You Jack? Ah! Jackass! Oh! Excuse me, sir. I appear to have taken a wrong turn. Damn it! Stop that! Okay. Consider the crew of new boys in Whitechapel. Albie's he's as stupid as a stool, but tough. Black market. Next time we meet. Flat boot boy. Alright. Palmer. The crane. Are these guys hideously overleveled? Oh, not hideous. Damn it! Damn it! Oh, Jesus! The else. Grease. Box of pills. Oh. Banded investment opportunity. Assume this is the shit. Of course I appear to be offline. Lovely. I love it when the internet in my house just dies out of nowhere. Well, let's wait for this to reconnect then. Good. I think we're good. Alright. We're back. Hate it when that happens. It's really goddamn annoying. Citizen to save. Careful. Do not survive the next night. Check on him.
It's locked.
What? Nothing Bates.
Help! Strangers are attacking me!
Who are you?
What?
Oh, you're Bates.
Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
He'll return to his district the following night. Cool. He has a cold. Well, get back to your district so I can eat you later. Rusty box of pills.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Hey, Quinnen. Didn't miss anything lootable. I'm going the wrong way. I want to go down here. Oh, rat! Need blood! That was a fun little diversion. Still need to take care of that, that outpost. Oh, there's a hideout in Whitechapel, too. Rail. Nearby, that's for sure. This way. Oh boy. Oh boy! Stop that! You asshole! Oh, Jesus! I'm stuck in here. I'm dead. Fuck this. Alright, how far back do I go? What? What am I? These guys respawned! That isn't fair!
We have to stop it. Sorry, sir.
Beast! Fuck! He's dead! Pay for this!
Alright. Easier time of it this time around. Large box of pills. Bullets. Bullets. Salison. Oh, a bunch of quinine. Quinine. Been super worth it.
Die, vermin!
Use pre-win steak. Is better stun. For my Pembroke, sir. I've been for Pembroke Hospital for 2 weeks now. We can confirm vampire activity there. First, we now have proof of the presence of a female leech inside the hospital. Beast's clever. She acts like a mental patient to hide her true unholy condition. Releasing inside her, the creature whining about her need for blood. Her body is decaying. It gets worse. According to their team, blah 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 blah. Maybe Merv, brother of St. Paul. If that's true, there may be something going on, big going on at the Pembroke. Maybe even a nest of vampires. Okay. Reassure her about the spot. I have to use my gun more often. Anything else? I should eat that one dude when I get back. You know, thin the herd. Not all of these people need to live. Oh.
Even the darkest thoughts in your heart.
My blood and soul. They belong to you now.
The life running in your veins. This dead flesh needs it.
Oh, please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedient slave.
Stop flirting. You. Lady.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
It was a misunderstanding.
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Watery, rich blood sample. He's level 2, so I can't do the thing with her.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
Oliver. All right, that's her. That's her completely done. Yeah. Now, when I finally decide to eat her alive. Hee hee hee. All right.
Good evening, Miss.
Evening.
All right, I need some blood, dude. You're coming with me. You don't even want to be alive anyways. I'm doing you a favor. That's right. Right this way. Don't make eye contact with anybody. Hoorah!
So this is how it ends. Farewell, my life. You betrayed me, good.
I got Thomas's cross. It will soon suffer the consequences of your action. Quick! A patient needs help! I just found him with like bite marks on his neck. It's weird. Let's run up here. Let's evolve a little bit. Now get our vampire power level up. You for some more health. That costs way too much to use right now. Tactical. Target. Damage upon landing. Shadow Veil. State wall, drain more stamina. Regulation. More blood. Increase my stamina a little bit. Try this. Locked. I have one more cheap skill. Ooh, he had level 2. I didn't know that. 2 more damage. Oh no, I want to confirm. Becomes slightly less healthy. It was just Thomas. He was kind of an asshole. I mean, frankly, he wanted to die, so I'm not too broken up about it. Level 8 now. Really? Only level 8. Oh. That was weird. Sodium hypochlorite solution. I can upgrade the machete. Oh, wait, why did I do that? Oh, well, at least I have it now, I guess. I didn't mean to, well, at least now when I find someone that has anemia. Like a few of these, actually. Ooh, let me just make that. Yeah. Recipe unknown. Oh! Alright. Quiet. Defenseless. Hacksaw, bludgeon. I'll try using out the bludgeon for a while. Go give this dude his medicine. You!
Good evening, Mr.
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
He's recovering.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather.
I have to...
I'm alright.
But in the circumstances,
Ah!
I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Let's analyze his blood. Okay, yeah, that seems really useful.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
We're not doing that, Jonathan. If I'd known that it was going to be that simple.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
Not well. Eternity can be such a burden. Did you know that Thomas is dead?
Mr. Elwood. Yes, I know about his death.
His blood now runs through this decaying body. I see things much more clearly now. I've even started to sense things about you.
Really?
And what exactly have you learned about me?
You try to be a decent man, Dr. Reed. And you're trying to make a difference. That's more than most mortals I've ever met.
That's quite a statement, Miss Howcroft.
But there is more, isn't there? Your interest for my condition. Your subtle innuendos. Are we the same, Doctor?
I'm far worse than you.
Trust me, Thelma. I really wish I could be your kind of vampire. But I am not.
For once I sense real honesty in your voice, Dr. Reed. Somehow that frightens me.
Do you think about Thomas's death
sometimes.
It's only been a day, John.
I didn't want to kill him. I liked him. Now people will hunt me down.
You're safe as long as you stay in the hospital. No one will hunt you here, I promise.
These walls will not protect me, Doctor. They will never forget the crime I've done. And nor will I.
You are a patient here, Miss Howcroft. Someone with real needs who deserves peace and treatment. I will protect you.
Don't be ridiculous, Doctor. How could a mortal carry all the pain of the world on his shoulders? I should be far more cautious.
You're no murderer, trust me. Only a fool would believe otherwise.
How long before other mortals start hunting me? As always, blood is the only price for blood.
Judging by the look in your eyes, there is something you want to ask me, Miss Howcroft.
Listen to my voice, Jonathan. You can't refuse to answer my question. Speak now. Tell me about you and that fancy red-headed lady.
You mean Lady Ashbury?
Wait, who?
What about her?
Don't resist me. Answer now, Doctor. What's really going on between you two?
I don't know who that is. What do you mean I love her? I don't know who that is. What?
It's complicated. She's so secretive. I'm not sure I can really trust her.
Now, Jonathan. I want you to forget we had this little conversation.
Okay.
You can get back to what you were doing.
I'll leave.
Alright, I've been going long enough here. We'll get back into the safe house here, and I'll call it for right now. Just because today isn't one of my free days here, so I gotta think about getting going here. Nope. Thanks for watching. Let's head out to OBS here. YouTube, you end here. Like, comment, subscribe, etc., 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 etc. Bye.